What better place than a former place of worship that this dark entity, this demon or whatever it might be, can now enter and desecrate? It's the perfect opportunity for them to do what they're here on earth to do, which is oppose God, and this is the place to do it now.
We are at the Jim Jones Boyhood Church. He was here from the age of 2 till 16.
Pastor Jim Jones and 200 followers opened the colony in Guyana.
He claimed to be God, be immortal, to have been Jesus Christ.
Jones served a punch spiked with cyanide. More than 900 died, 300 of them children.
All those people that died, all that evil started right here inside of this building.
He lived in a shack out back. I'm sure he preached in here.
Whose handprints are those?
Not mine. I don't know.
There's one there too. What the hell is that?
We have captured extremely dark things. EVPs that are slandering God and Jesus.
A lady coming down the first set, she was pushed.
Maybe the dark path that Jim Jones took, maybe some of that energy is here, and that's what these entities can feed off. I said, "Who are you?" with the EVP recorder, and it said, "I'm Jim."
Jim Jones. Oh my God! Did you hear that?
Yes.
Jim Jones.
Yeah. Is God more powerful than you?
I really want to speak with Jim Jones.
Hey, bud.
Right before we go up, demon.
Oh no.
Revenge Hell Demon.
I got one.
Who's sitting there on the boxes? Halo. Do you not want us here? Is this your place?
Leave us. I just beg you, please leave us.
I'm concerned about the losing of your sight. You're not able to see me clearly. Thank you, baby.
On today's episode of the Paranormal Files, we're diving deep into one of the most notorious true crime stories in American history. Jim Jones, his cult of devoted followers, the People's Temple, and the absolute bloodbath that occurred in Jonestown in the 1970s. If you guys don't know, Jim Jones was an American cult leader who guided over 900 people to unalive themselves at the same time in another country. But Jim Jones got his start right here in America. Specifically, right here at this church in rural Indiana. Right now, we are standing in the church that Jim Jones was actually raised in. He had his formative years here, and to this day, people report experiencing Jim Jones's spirit in here, and they've even caught it on camera. But I do want to warn you, based upon our interviews conducted this evening, there is some sort of evil, very negative, demonic presence haunting this building. So to viewers at home, I do want to warn you, like we always do with these types of investigations, please protect yourself, get your energy up, please pray over yourself or do whatever you do to make sure you raise your vibrations before watching the following footage. Because from what everybody has told us, there is something inside of this building that doesn't like people, that wants to harm people. And we were even told that this evil entity, which some people call a demon, wrote out the word kill in sand in this building. We're going to talk about that in a second, but please, we've had thousands of people over the years message us and tell us that things have come through the screen and paranormal things have happened in their homes while they've been watching these videos. It just happened a few weeks ago with our release of the Devil's Crack House video. Viewer discretion is advised. This is going to be a very dark and interesting episode. Welcome to the Paranormal Files. All right, everybody. So tonight, Jeffrey and I are in a very small town in Indiana with a very, very dark past.
Right.
And where are we going tonight?
Jim Jones Church.
The Jim Jones Church, where Jim Jones, the infamous leader of the People's Temple, got his start right here in this small town of Lynd, Indiana.
Right. Yeah. Kind of amazing.
When you look around this town, it is strikingly average. I'm not saying it's, a bad town. You just wouldn't imagine that the guy who ended up, convincing hundreds of people to unalive themselves at the same time would have gotten that start right here.
Yeah, or to actually follow them all the way to Guyana.
Yeah.
That's take their family.
Ooh, here we go, turning on a church
street right here.
Ooh. Yeah, the Jim Jones story has always really interested me. The facts of the story are insane. We're going to talk a lot about history today. And I don't know. What if there was some sort of a darkness that latched onto him here that never let go?
I remember it well. It was a pretty shocking story. You'll get into detail when you tell the story. But I remember it really well.
Yeah, this place has only been open for paranormal investigations for a short while, but I've been absolutely dying to make our way out here to investigate. There's a lot of questions that I have, and we've heard from multiple people that this is a dark location.
Right. Here's the street. Here it is, right there.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Kind of nondescript.
Oh, that's so crazy, man. Just think about that. All those people that died, all that evil started right here inside of this building.
And wasn't like his time here initially, he was kind of almost like an upstanding citizen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There it is.
Really
does have a creepy veneer to it, though, you know?
Yeah.
It definitely looks a little bit like...
doesn't have the sign, anything on the sign, must I bet, probably to protect it.
Yeah.
People don't vandalize it and stuff.
You want to park out front?
Yeah, let's park here.
Jim Jones, drinking the Kool-Aid. We're drinking the Kool-Aid tonight.
And the interesting thing is, he never drank the Kool-Aid.
No.
Took his... Yeah. The gun. Not a happy story, that's for sure, but an interesting one.
Thank you, Dr. Serious. It's so serious, this whole drive.
Your lens is really dusty.
I know,
by the way.
I just noticed that.
You ever clean your lens? Or...
We've had a long couple of nights.
I have a thumbprint on my nose.
All right, let's get in there.
I'm Dan Allen, president of Saving the Old Properties, and we are at the Jim Jones Boyhood Church. Jim Jones, if a lot of people don't remember, was only remembered for the last couple years of his life. Doing the research for this place, we realized he did so much good. Why don't they remember him for that? And so we're going to go about a little different. We're going to show all the good he did. He got people off the streets. He adopted 5 children, and Jim Jones Jr. actually is African American. So in the 1950s, you're out of here. So anyway, he took the word of the Bible word for word. So when he was here from the age of 2 in this Nazarene church, from the age of 2 till 16 when their parents divorced, and then he moved to Richmond and finished, I think, his senior year of high school. When he was here, he was so destitute, and it's unfortunate, his father, hopefully I can say this, was mustard gas during World War I, and his lungs was just, he could just hardly breathe, let alone be able to work and such. Lucky he survived, but anyway, that put him in poor conditions. I don't know if they were married beforehand, before he went to war or what, but when Jim Jones was here in Lynd, he lived in a shack out back of a fix-it car shop, garage, I guess, and just in a shack that somebody was gracious enough to give him. And I believe the guy I talked to yesterday, I was telling you about, they said it was just right over here. No wonder he came to this church. So a church member saw him run around 2 years old, barely dressed, and she took him into the church, and I think for once he really felt the presence. And with that said, he was now all of a sudden clothed, fed, and a family, because I guess they didn't get along too well, the parents. So he really thought this was great. As a kid, he would take the Bible, firsthand knowledge, not from me, from firsthand knowledge. He would go around and he would just be preaching off a street corner at 5 or 6 years old, and well into his teens. If he found a dead bird, he would get his friends and let's have a burial for this bird. You know, humans do. Why not a bird? So he said he forced his friends to do it. They said he was just kind of an odd character, but I guess a true fundamentalist, you know, from the Bible, true fundamentalist. I don't know if it was a Nazarene or just the Bible itself. He practiced what he preached. But when he finally got to where he had his own church, people just found him too radical. And so he was like kicked out of the Richmond area, so he moved to Indianapolis, started a church there. He was too radical there, got kicked out of Indy, so they moved to California. And in California, he wanted so many people off the streets, that, like he did in Indianapolis. He got a lot of people off the streets. He became, I believe, I'll have to double check, the state charge of housing for the state. Well, doing that and running 3 churches and a place in Guyana was just too much. So he told one of his fellow members, and it's on video somewhere, that he was going to take uppers. He goes, I know I'll probably get hooked on them, but there's just not enough time in the day to do God's work. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What he didn't realize, the paranoia that comes with uppers. And that's his downfall. People say he got into drugs. No, he just got into uppers, knowing probably he'll get hooked, but even those intentions were good because there wasn't enough hours in the day. I don't know what he thought he was going to do, when he was going to sleep or something, but nonetheless, he tried to do more than he could. And I don't know if he just needed to do it himself or trusted others, or just if he had others, he just took on more. Even in Guyana, out of 920 people who passed there, 90 people weren't claimed. So that's all the family they had, was this church that he brought in. I remember one video, he was talking to the camera like this and saying, come down to our socialist community. So talking to the person, and so socialism was, so you had to give all your worldly possessions to join the church. And they were showing in this particular video their supply room in Ghana, and it was full, packed full. They were showing everybody being happy, of course. Now, were they supposed to be? It wasn't until later they started slipping notes. People showed up that they weren't happy, but I don't know how many were, how many weren't. But like say 90 people, that was their life. That was their family. So he was still doing that. And some people from Guyana was even down there in Jonestown. So anyway, I just want to, I know I keep getting harassed for saying that he did good, but I believe once people see all the evidence that he was on his way to a good person, if he hadn't have done what he did, and probably a little bit before, making sure nobody escaped. If it wasn't for that, he may be a big to-do. I don't know how old that'd make him now, but yeah.
It's interesting to think how someone that does such good can do something so like evil, you know? Like you can spend your whole life helping people and trying to live, like go down the righteous path, but then it's that whole ending of everything that's obviously tarnished the whole legacy of what you spend your whole life doing.
Yeah. And did he really feel he was doing something bad?
Oh, that's the question.
No. He's like, we'll all meet up in heaven, I think he said.
Right.
So, of course, in his mind at the time, he might have thought he was doing good. It's like, if you have somebody that did mass murder, and I don't mean in this, like they actually, so many people, and then they find a tumor in your brain that would have caused that, they remove the tumor, it's like, I can't believe I did that. They still go to jail for 30 years? I mean,
right.
They said every serial killer so far has frontal lobe damage.
So interesting.
I would think.
We just had a conversation today. Colin's friend, sounds like took his life.
Yeah.
But he basically tried to kill a girl. But they were both on LSD, right? So I
not in his right
very
mind.
thing today.
Yeah.
Like I wonder, is that a defense?
It is a defense, but it doesn't count because you knowingly took LSD and you knew the side effects.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that take LSD that don't try to kill somebody.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, well, I think he had some evil in him. I just found that out this morning, but I think my friend, like 2 days ago, so.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him in like 5 years though. It was the whole thing. He had that drug-related incident where he bit a girl's ear off and tried to kill her and said, if you ever tell anybody, I'm going to kill your whole family. So he got arrested and served, I think, like 2 years for it.
2 years.
And then
he tried to kill her and got 2 years.
Yeah, and then now he's dead. So I don't know if he actually, but.
Yeah.
But he has passed.
Yeah, my friend sent me his obituary. I used to hang out with him every day for years. So it's a weird feeling, but
it is. Now, can I show you something that the Foreman brothers got?
Yeah.
Right around the corner?
Of course.
Because I want to see your reaction.
Yeah.
One of you need to be taping the other one's reaction.
I'll tape Colin.
Yeah, okay.
I'll get you.
There we go. But then I'll stick right in the middle.
Yeah, right.
Whatever.
Oh, I need to be holding the camera. Okay, so around this corner,
Get a little cop vest camera, you know?
I do have a police
do you?
cam. I should have wore it. I may have it with me. The Foreman brothers, and a person was shooting over top of camera 1. Let's see, Josh. Yeah, shooting over the shoulder of Josh. So, and they're getting ready to go up to the attic. So, boom, 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 boom.
Taking photos.
Yeah, I want you to turn around this way.
Me? What?
And turn and face
Oh,
this way.
sure, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait a second. What am I looking at here?
Yes. This was done
What?
live.
Wait a second.
They didn't even see it.
This?
Right
The
here?
wall?
What the hell is that?
Would you say it's a little boy
Yeah.
with black hair combed over to the side like this little boy?
Oh my gosh.
A different separate picture.
So that could be the spirit of Jim Jones.
They were the first ones in here.
Wow. That's pretty
Wow,
crazy.
did you get that?
Yeah, let me see it.
And then I'll zoom out. We're thinking, well, in the video, if you watch it, as they're walking up, it just, so it moves away real quick. So, like I say, Josh is going up, and either Rocky was behind filming over his shoulder live and caught that. Well, that looks just like Jim Jones as a boy. He's probably
So he'd be down
yeah.
on the stairs, down the stairs a bit.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a nuts.
That's
man.
really
Jeez.
wild.
Wish we could capture that.
Yeah, me too. Maybe one day. Maybe tonight.
It's a very good picture.
Just gotta say the right words to get them back here, and I don't know. I should have been watching what they were saying at the time. See,
Right.
but they went back. They tried to reenact shadows, this, that, and the other.
Yeah, debunk
And-
it kind of.
Right, they couldn't debunk it. But that's just too. If that was even clearer, my word,
Wow,
look at
that's
that.
very-
You can see the arm, the shoulder, the hand, even a shadow. It looks like a shadow coming off
Seriously.
of
Wow,
It looks exactly like that picture
that's a
too.
really good picture.
it. Yes. Okay.
So what about like the history of the building in general?
Don't know much about it yet, but we do have a lady that knows quite a bit about the building, other than it was built in 1910, and obviously it's been added on to, because as we go up the stairs, you can tell they put on a bigger roof, but I think everything's still, look at the doors, the hardware, and I was telling you about the floor. So underneath the carpet, so the floor is still in good shape
Silverwood
underneath
floors.
here, hardwood, and yeah. Well taken care of, fairly new roof, good solid foundation. And for some reason, maybe I'll wait till we get the basement. They took all the windows out of the basement, which makes quite the damp basement. Okay, go upstairs, I guess. Now, there's 2 pipes for water, and I think they did their baptismals up here secretively, or just for the few family or members. I don't know. What's the deal? Maybe it wasn't, maybe it was something different. And sand in the back.
That's so strange.
Wow.
Why would they do baptisms
Nobody knows that.
in here?
Wow, Sam.
And I came in for Nazarene, so did they wet with water, dry with earth?
Huh.
So nobody seems to know.
Oh, so that's all sand.
This
Yeah.
is sand.
I was like, I
Sand.
thought that was
Yeah,
like
right.
cloth.
No,
Oh,
right.
that's
Yeah.
This is
crazy.
all sand here.
And the door opens this way, so it doesn't look like it'd be easy to get into. And there was a wall all around the back, so it wasn't meant to go in the back, because you can get to it in the back, but, and then there is a light above it, so,
Yeah, that's pretty bizarre.
yeah. And people write stuff in there. Only one time it was somebody finished the word. Like, basically, act of undeading somebody. They put KI, it was finished, yeah.
Wait, no one knows who finished
The
it?
word finished it? Or
So-
Everybody else blamed each other, and they finally said, "No, it wasn't us." And it just looked like somebody took their hand and went like this. So the L's were a lot longer than but it was perfect.
So somebody wrote KI?
Yeah, the KI, they, like kids or something, then they did it, but the KI stayed there.
That's it.
And then, so they took a photo of it, and then later on, the swoop. So, but nobody claims, like, you know, maybe they went up and tried to do more, or they said no.
Right.
So, no, I have to take the word for it, but, so if you want to try to write something in there, any answers,
That's
or.
kind of interesting.
So just for people online, for clarity, the word kill was written in the sand.
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, you can say that word.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because, yeah, I was banned off of one for saying a lot less worse than.
No, and you could say whatever the hell you want. I will censor all of it.
Okay,
So
good.
You can just say whatever.
Don't worry.
But sometimes, you know, a bad word makes something sound a hell of a lot better.
Right.
Well, you wish you could just, not be censoring all that stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So, anywho, if anybody knows why.
It's pretty freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that before.
No.
Like a spirit writing kill in the sand, or at least finishing the KI.
But just the idea of sand as well.
Yeah,
and
right.
It's not for kids, because this is way too long for kids to be sitting there playing in sandbox. As far as I know, they didn't have any cats.
I don't know enough
Giant
about
litter box.
the Nazarenes. I don't really know enough about that. If there's anything to do with that, I don't know.
Me either.
You've never really looked it up or anything, have you?
I've looked it up, but
Nothing comes up.
no.
Okay.
One person was a Nazarene growing up, but she said she didn't remember anything to do with sand. So anyway,
Bit of a mystery.
it is.
I like that.
So yeah, this does move. So if you want to, I don't know why it's that close, but yeah, you can go and try to write something. See if something will get finished.
They're definitely going to do that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna write D-O-U-C. See if it finishes the word.
So it's kind of a self nickname for himself.
Oh yeah.
And then you can,
Okay.
then the bag goes on the end.
We call our running joke is we call each other douche, big douche, and little douche.
Nice. Yeah. It's a loving term in our family. Oh, go along.
It wasn't even a good slow motion. I went right to the ground. Back here, so back into the old, as soon as I figure out this light, okay. New wood, these dimensions after 1966. But all this, you know, newer.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's the sand. And once again, they even had a light right above it, so it was meant to be seen. And this was enclosed with this, so it wasn't even accessible from the back. So it wasn't a puppet show.
And what's up with, is that like one of the, like a prayer bench?
Yeah.
Like where you'd kneel?
Yeah, I don't know if they just put it back in here for storage or... Oh,
that is weird.
That's attached, definitely. Didn't think it was, so...
Are there nails coming out of this? Yeah, there are. Watch your hand on this.
Yeah, that's very
It was
odd.
all sealed though.
So that was part of the deal right there.
Mm-hmm. And there's the old roof, so they added on.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Have you gone back there?
Yeah, and it's just 2x4s that are supported by the ceiling, so, and if you look in the sanctuary, that sanctuary is just laid in tile, so. Unfortunately, if they had a full attic, they took it all out.
This is interesting, though.
Yeah.
This is really kind of odd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They duck down.
I almost pushed down the stairs right here.
Oh yeah.
What'd you say? You gotta say that again.
A lady coming down the first set, she was pushed. I was about 10 steps behind her, and she just went like this and fell down and started rolling down the steps, but a guy in front of her caught her from hitting her head on the landing there, so.
Pushed down the steps by something. Yeah. See, that's weird, because like kill and pushing.
The kill was after.
Seems like
Maybe
I'm not too necessarily happy up there.
Yeah, I don't even know if it before or after even matters. You know, it's like...
Yeah, unfortunately the camera guy was the first one down the steps, so.
That's how it always goes.
And I wasn't recording, so I should have been, but like right now I'm not, so.
I think we got you covered, man.
Yeah. So this closet, they had 200 pair of shoes in here. We got it, so we gave them away to charity. So now the sanctuary's up there, so kind of like a ready room, and then the office, which I'm sure little Jimmy got called into. I'm sure that as much as he knew about the Bible and everything, I'm sure he did some. Take it over, Jimmy, or let Jimmy come up and tell you about this, that, and the other. So I'm sure he preached in here.
I mean, I imagine this would be such a formative place for him, you know, with all that he went on to do, dealing with religion throughout his life. Mm-hmm. This is like kind of where it came together.
I'm not sure these are original.
I thought you
interesting color, aren't they?
Seemed like a personal touch from Dan.
Not for me.
I mean, these came out of his van.
So a nursery. Yep. So a nursery in here. I don't know when this was added on. So there's a nursery downstairs. So if Jim Jones was here, I don't think it was this one. This looks like after 60s.
Definitely.
Little
wood paneling.
Yeah. That must have been an outside wall.
What about activity in this room?
A lot of different things, and a lot of it, I know people say there's a guy that if you offer him a cigarette will respond from back here, even sometimes shadow figures, but just, a lot of different things, a lot of EVPs. There was a really loud noise. We were in the basement, so I could say it here. A really loud noise, just the basement ceiling just boom. So we come running up, and somebody was up in the attic, and they come running down and said, "What was that?" And the two people on the first floor said, "We didn't hear anything." That happened so many times.
Anything ever from Jim Jones himself in here?
Maybe the kid.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, no, I can't say that Jim Jones is coming through, and I didn't even see that one, so.
It's interesting, though, when you consider what you were telling us the other night about coming back to a cherished place. Mm-hmm. It's like, maybe this would be a place where he would come to,
Yeah. Carefree days of a child, no responsibilities, and definitely could be.
It's interesting.
And what's the odds we have a picture of him that same age?
Yeah, right.
Not too many pictures of him like that, so. Hope to find out more. I know we don't even have pictures of the inside back in the day. It'd be nice to get somebody's wedding or something.
Right, anything.
It's gotta be.
To the basement. So I think they had any activities they held in here because there's a little kitchenette in there. We got coffee for you and such. I don't drink it, so I don't know if all the stuff's here you need. The sink doesn't work, but we're almost done with it. But yeah, you can have coffee if you want. Like I said, no windows in here at all. So it gets very stuffy. And they had so much mildew problems. A lot of the counters you even see bending up. So I just stuck that fan in the window. It's a blower, from a furnace. And I just blow in all this fresh air. We don't have any problems at all now, so.
Yeah, it's
something so simple that too bad they didn't know about,
I like it cold, so I like the temp down here.
Oh yeah, I do. I like it.
It feels nice.
Boys and girls bathroom, so I know this was probably for Sunday school. And you go in there, it's like that wide. We had to take that one out to put the furnace in. And this one recently quit. It got clogged once, and when I was really plunging it, dirt came up, so.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. But there is a changing room.
This is interesting. What?
Huh?
This is like a weird layout.
It is, isn't it?
What?
I guess so nobody can see what you're doing, even if the door was open, but yeah.
It looked like more sand for a second.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, just finger away.
Right.
So, one for adults. But
yeah, I don't think seen like a ramp up into a bathroom.
I think what they did is they exposed the pipes underneath until they could get into wherever they were. You can see somewhere where the concrete was cut, and they didn't want to cut more concrete, so they built it up and ran the pipes underneath. Plus gives them a chance for a fall. Okay, now back in here.
This is a pretty big building in here.
Isn't this basement like twice the size of the other?
Yeah.
So at one time, that might have been an outside wall, I'm not sure. Maybe they used it for ventilation. But Sunday school class.
It's weird how it's got like a kind of creepy vibe down here, Like the handprint on the wall.
Yeah.
Whose handprints are those?
Not mine. I don't know.
There's one there too.
They're crawling.
And one up there too. Would those have been left from the church?
Well, we haven't scrubbed these walls yet.
That's interesting.
I don't see, at least there's no.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, in fact, didn't they only paint up so high? Looks like.
Yeah,
there.
it does, you're right.
Yeah.
That's all they could reach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, small, bricked in rooms. I mean, there's even an outside window on. I mean, they didn't have to brick this in.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like they put the wall board on or something, but just bricked in.
Yeah, why did they do that?
Those are an actual purpose.
Yes.
Do you have any idea?
No, but cinder block, I believe, is 1950s, so I'd have been after 1950s. Not sure. I remember a company in Montana, that's all they did. Mine the cinder and turn them into blocks. I think they're just concrete blocks. Anywho, yeah. Oh, then there's a window there.
But another classroom.
Yeah, another classroom. There's 2 more classrooms.
What about activity in these areas?
Lots of activity. Shadows, talking. One of my first was down there. I was cleaning with a lady, and she was back here. I heard her talking, what? And she finally, I couldn't understand, so she finally came up, and I said, what were you trying to say? Nothing. So, yeah, it wasn't mean, it wasn't just like somebody talking, so it wasn't anything bad or, you know, like a loud voice.
Another. Wow. That's such a just strange visual, you know? Especially if it's a Bible, for kids? Not Bible study. Bible school, what do you call it? Sunday school.
Oh, Sunday school, yeah.
So that took like forever to get to. But if it's a Sunday school room and they have kids down here, wouldn't they like logically want sunlight to come in?
Mm-hmm.
It's just so odd, especially the coloring of the walls. Like it's meant to be like a happy color.
Yeah, and the house next door was a parsonage, so it's not like they were trying to keep the neighbors from coming in or whatever. But and then some of them had even little curtains over them, like so captured audience.
Claustrophobic for sure.
Yeah.
You would think.
Close the door.
Yeah. And then today's lesson.
You know, with this one light above, it's almost like this could be a torture chamber nowadays.
I'm sure some kids thought Sunday school was.
Right.
So one more classroom. This was, in here was the actual, it said maintenance room, so we got that.
So how long have you owned this place?
I don't think it's been I think it's 2 years coming up in April.
It's very interesting because there's so much I feel like that you haven't found out about, you know, like just weird kind of features of the building that aren't really easily explained or written off. Not in like a malicious way, but just kind of like strange. Never seen something like it.
We have found some interesting things that we will record when we get to them, but yeah, there are some unique things. It's like, why? Stuff I haven't told you yet, so.
Well, I like that.
Said maintenance room. This room in here is not a Sunday school room, but they did have hydraulic heat, so yeah. And I think it was just too much to bust up to get out, so they got that far.
That's so strange.
And the expansion tank was hanging up there. Up there, we took it down so it wouldn't fall down. But yeah, concrete room. Look how much, so you know it was coal. Look how dark the ceiling is. It probably came in through this. Coal-fired boiler. So it's just cool. We're not gonna take it out.
It's definitely got a cool look to it.
Got a nice patina.
It does. 19.
You don't want to take that off.
Yeah. Pre-1910, I'm sure. Probably built a year or two ahead, so.
Great vocabulary.
Thank you. I've got a pretty wide vocabulary.
And then the last.
I mispronounce about everything.
Oh, I guess there's 2 more rooms. It's patina, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's right. It is.
Yeah, it's funny because at the asylum or even some of the other older places we got, we don't want something that looks brand new.
No, you want that
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to fix it up. So yeah, another dark.
Windowless.
They even painted the windows, even if there was a chance for any sunlight to get ambient light of some sort to get through.
Yeah.
Yeah, the colors are so interesting.
Yeah, they are.
This is where the Church of Scientology comes in. They put the device down, you sit across from each other, hang on to the knobs and let it go.
Yeah, and brick up the windows.
Yeah.
I forgot there is one more classroom. This is just storage. Free to look in there, but this room here.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. And another piano.
Yep. It left 2 pianos and 2 organs. Yeah, there again, not for adults. But yeah, no windows. Once again. Now this looked a little nicer, this room here. Not the harsh painted concrete walls, but there is concrete walls behind it. Now, I don't know if this was for the front gatherings and such. Made it look nicer, and the kids in back like a regular school, brick and mortar, not anything plush. I'm sure this carpet at one time was beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of like really off-putting mixtures of like textures and colors in here. Wood
70s.
paneling and, yeah, it's kind of just in your face.
So.
Yeah, that was the 70s. I lived through all that. Well, I think you're my age, so.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Yeah.
We covered it all.
You said in the other room something about something you found that you want to. We're going to tell us about.
We haven't. We can't. We're not even going to say anything to you about. So, not until we pursue more. I think it'll just be our own.
Oh, your own. Okay.
Yeah, our own investigation. Because like the asylum, wow. On the asylum, when they did the ground penetrating radar, they found. Well, here, I mean, there's still the privy. You know, the outhouse, the cistern. But at the asylum, we had the trash piles. Lots of trash piles.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Oh, that'll be fun. We had like 2 outhouses, because they keep moving them around.
Yeah.
2 wells. Tell me, what would you drop in an outhouse that makes it worth to go getting?
Not much.
Not even a family pocket watch, probably. Not unless you're down there trying to...
Yeah.
If you drop it back then, it's there.
Right.
So, coins. That's
cool.
That's why nobody's come up with a good answer. What would you drop? I mean, if you drop something, you might as well take, you're going to keep throwing down a few $100 bills till it's worth going down. Didn't get it all, but
right.
That's what I've always heard. I'm not going down just for a pocket watch.
Yeah. Wow.
So, what's the most active part of the building that you've heard from people that have investigated?
Sanctuary.
Really?
Sanctuary, and then probably the front part of here, but then I don't want to mislead you. Have you go in that direction when that night it's not. So I just tell people, go around till you feel it and then investigate.
And then any idea of who would be here when there's never been like a recorded death?
115 years of people coming through, so.
Right.
Anybody. Especially if it was their most enjoyable times of their life, or I don't know if they come back to a worst time of their life, not unless they're prompted to by something else. So
there would have been funerals and
yeah, I would think so. That'd be funerals, weddings.
Yeah, happy and sad.
Yeah,
stuff,
right. Happy and sad.
I don't know, baptism if they've been baptized.
I think upstairs in the attic, because it looked like it had hot and cold water and a plug, like they could have heated it or whatever they would have done. So, but that was just recently removed before we got it.
Oh, I'm good. Anything else?
I know I probably got so many more stories. Not haunting.
We know Dan's answer.
Yeah, we already know his answer.
Down here in this big room, and I know your cameras won't catch it, but if all the lights are off, the doors are closed so there's no ambient light coming in, there's not going to be any light from outside, and your eyes finally start getting used to seeing dark, you'll start making out the white board there. If you start looking down, you'll see flashes of blue light coming up off the floor. Now, I don't know if that's because of concrete sitting, but yeah, it takes too long probably. It takes probably a good 15 minutes to get your eyes used to it, but yeah. But it's cool. You'll just see it, just a beautiful blue, only about that tall.
That's really weird.
Yeah, if there's any. Like I say, it could be if they poured the concrete with metal bars, and maybe it's conducting or something, but maybe not. Or it could just be that much energy in the place.
Right.
I'm open.
Well,
sometimes I try explain logically, hoping I'm wrong. Yeah, hopefully it's more than that, but...
Well, I'm excited, man. Yeah. I'm really excited. There's definitely an energy here.
It's cool. It's a very cool place.
Again, it was nice knowing you. I mean, meeting you.
Oh. More voting.
Almost gave the ending away.
Why don't you just introduce yourself and then take us away?
Cool. I'm Jake Ghost Hunter on YouTube, and tonight we're at y'all are at the Jim Jones Childhood Church. I haven't ever filmed a video here, so I haven't actually fully delved into this place. I've kind of just had like a bird's eye view almost, because I've just done a few TikTok streams here. It's been super interesting, especially for this place being a church. It doesn't have that like holy kind of vibe that you'd expect. I don't know exactly why that would be. I don't know why that is. Almost everything that we've captured here of things that have happened to myself, my friend Clayton, my brother, it's all led to something darker, which is extremely disturbing when you're at a location like this, which again should be a holy site. So the first thing I'll go into is one of the first live streams we ever did. We were tipped by somebody that there was a doll, a Mickey Mouse doll, in a closet back behind me in a room back there. And this doll came from a house call that this guy had done, where the family claimed that the doll choked out their son, like their 3-year-old son. Like it jumped on him and choked him. And so they investigated this house, and then this team extracted the dolls, and then they ended up in that back room. So we asked like, hey, can we investigate the dolls? And they were like, I mean, if you want to, sure. So we were the first people to investigate those dolls while they were being housed here in the church. And Clayton had the SLS camera and was filming me. I was holding the doll, standing in front of the closet where the dolls were. All of a sudden on the SLS camera, he captured a figure crawling out of the doll and attaching to the ceiling. And it sat there for a while. We all freaked out, like, what the hell's going on? I wasn't obviously seeing this. I saw it afterwards, but he was seeing it through his screen. The figure dropped back down onto my back and then jumped on the floor and scurried towards where Clayton was standing. So that was extremely disturbing, especially considering that the people told us that this doll had a demon attached to it. And I truly believe, I don't know where that doll is now. I think it's at some undisclosed location. It's not in here, I don't think. But I think that maybe that entity decided to stay here in the church after I picked it up, because ever since that night, every time we've came here, we have captured extremely dark things. EVPs that are basically slandering God and Jesus, different voices that we hear that sound very like growly, very low, very disturbing, not like a normal kind of human spirit that you think of. We've seen this white, oddly shaped spirit or entity kind of in the back of the church, in the back of all the pews, and it just seems to like walk around back there and peek out of the doorways. But again, it doesn't look human. It looks extremely disturbing and just kind of messed up. And a lot of people have kind of asked like, well, why would there be anything dark in a church like this? I mean, my theory is that it's no longer a church. People don't meet here anymore to worship the, God or Jesus. It's just empty. And so you don't have that, I guess, energy. You don't have that vibe of people coming here and worshiping God. It's just an empty building. And then when you bring something and you essentially invite something in, such as whatever was attached to that Mickey Mouse doll, you could lead to a darker, more disturbing haunting. Speaking of that, a lot of people like to theorize that darker entities like that kind of mimic children, and there has been rumors of a little child spirit that's been seen in here, and some people actually claim that that's not a demonic entity at all, and it's actually the spirit of Jim Jones in, I guess, child form. But again, to me, it just seems like something masquerading as something that it's not, especially considering, again, all the voices that we've captured here, all of the weirdly shaped figures. Everything, in my opinion, has led to there being something a little bit darker in this church, and what exactly that is, I don't know, because again, I've not delved into it completely, but it is something a little bit more dark, for sure.
I'll say it is interesting. Over the years, we've filmed at a lot of places that used to be places of worship, or, like a seminary, abbeys. And it seems like every single time you investigate a space like that, it is this negative evil. And you said exactly what I've said before, where I feel like when you abandon a place of worship, whether you're a believer or not, something evil or negative comes in and takes up residence. Yeah. Now, I don't know if that's related to religion. I don't know if that's, something that we just don't understand. But it definitely seems like a beacon for like negativity. A place like this.
Well, what better place than a former place of worship that this dark entity, this demon or whatever it might be, can now enter and essentially desecrate and use to whatever they want to use it for. It's the perfect opportunity for them to do what they're here on earth to do, which is oppose God. And this is the place to do it now. It's a former church. It's empty. People are coming here to investigate, speak to entities that they can't see and don't understand, maybe even do things like Ouija boards. And like you said, it's just a perfect beacon. That's the perfect way to put it. It's just a beacon.
Well, then you have the history of Jim Jones, too.
Exactly.
Its own thing.
Yeah, and that might be another kind of... Again, it's stuff that we don't understand, but maybe the dark path that Jim Jones took, maybe some of that energy is here, and that's what these entities can feed off of and can use to their advantage. Because we've also had, we've had the regular stuff here as well. Doors slamming. Actually, I think the last time I was here, we were outside filming an intro, and the door, again, in the back of the pews where I see the white crooked figure, that door slammed shut and we ran inside, and there was a balloon on the staircase over there. I'm assuming a group from the night before had left it there, but it then began to move on its own. And that was just a super weird thing that happened. And stuff like that will happen here all the time. Doors slamming, footsteps especially. And then, like I said, I think the thing that I encounter the most here is those dark like growls that occur, which again, is that a human spirit or not?
I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly.
Weirdly enough, we actually stopped and got balloons the other day. I don't think we've ever used them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, in an investigation. So we've got a tank of helium and some balloons out there.
You should use them because, I don't know why I was moving, but I think it was just that we were outside, something slammed the door shut and just kind of ran upstairs. And that upstairs area too, it's got a weird vibe, but for me personally, the worst part of this church is down in the basement. It is not a good feeling down there, especially if you're alone, which I've done a couple times. You just start to feel extremely panicky. And again, like it could be adrenaline, but it's a different kind of panicky that I haven't often felt. It's almost like existential dread, like something extremely bad is gonna happen to me. Yes, the basement's not a nice place. Something is definitely down there. On top of that, actually down in the basement, again, maybe there's something with that back door because it's kind of next to the back door. If you go down the back steps, or technically the front steps, to the basement, we've gotten evidence via multiple devices, EVPs, the REM pod, the music box, that there could be some kind of portal there. And I'm not a big believer in portals, I'm gonna be really honest, but something seems to manifest out of that corner. And now more stories are coming to mind. I actually completely forgot about this, but one night my friend Clayton and I were here about to do a live stream, and we were sitting in the basement. He was using the restroom, so I was sitting right outside the door because I was terrified and I didn't want to be in there alone. And I looked over at that stairwell where I said the portal was, and it looked like the stereotypical form of if you think of a girl doll, you know what I mean? Like it's got the flowy dress and just like the little bob haircut that's kind of curly. It was the stereotypical form of that, but in an actual life-sized, child-sized figure. And it was just standing there. And the minute I actually looked at it, it just went away. And that was one of only 2 times in my life I've ever seen a figure. I completely forgot about that. That's crazy.
Here.
That was here, yeah. I forgot about it because it scared me so bad. I must have just tried to push it out because we had an entire night of investigating to do.
Where was that? What stairwell?
That was the back stairwell over there at the very bottom of the stairs on the basement level.
Okay.
It was just standing there. It was wearing a pink and white dress.
The figure was caught over on the stairwell.
Yeah.
That he showed us.
Something with the stairs in here.
Stairs.
There was a figure caught? I didn't even know that.
Oh, you've never seen that one?
No, I've never seen that.
Wow.
It looks like little baby Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Almost as a boy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty...
I didn't know that because, again, I saw like a child, but what I saw, it appeared to be female. It was like pink and white dress type thing, like blonde, curly. It was just a stereotypical doll, but life-size. It was so creepy. That is, speaking of Jim Jones, that is one more thing that I actually have gotten an EVP here. We were trying to contact Jim Jones, obviously, and I said, "Who are you?" with an EVP recorder, and it said, "I'm Jim." That's all it said. It's just, "I'm Jim." But again, in my opinion, with a lot of darker hauntings that may be masquerading as things, the minute you start diving into it and asking it specific questions, everything just goes away. So, and is it Jim Jones or is it something darker trying to pretend to be him to lure people in? I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, it's weird, man. you've been here a number of times.
Yeah.
What do you feel is, up with the basement with all the windows that are sealed in? It's got a very strange vibe just walking through there.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know. I don't know if it's just the human psyche in the basement is the scariest part for us, mentally, because again, there's no windows, it's all enclosed, or if there really is some kind of portal down there. I mean, again, I don't know, I really don't know the specifics on what age Jim was when he left here and they went to a different place, I think in Indianapolis. Maybe he did something down there, maybe people have done something down in the basement, and again, whether that's a ritual or maybe something bad happened, someone was hurt, maybe that just has energy that the entities can feed off of. But again, it does seem like it's just the worst vibe in this building, and it's not a good vibe, it's a bad vibe down in the basement. One final thing that we've captured here, every single time that we've came here, I'm not exaggerating one bit, every single time I've come here, we've gotten evidence, and this is the only thing that might not be dark. We've gotten evidence that in the backyard under where we're all parked is a cemetery that's unmarked, and people saying, find me, find my body, my grave, I'm buried, help. And so maybe that plays into the stuff with the basement. If you have unmarked graves and restless spirits, maybe that could be another I guess cause of the haunting here.
It's really interesting.
Yeah. Now, I've never done research to see if it's true, and so I don't know, but I mean, this church has been here for quite a long time, so who knows.
And why do you think there are no windows down there? Do you have any personal idea?
I really don't know. I have no idea. But when it gets dark, like when the sun's setting, it's dark down there. You can't even see the hand in front of your face as long as there's no lights on. Like it gets dark. But as far as to why there's no windows, I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, it really has to be, like I told Dan, safety or secrecy, one of the two. And safety doesn't make sense because you'd have to then borrow these windows.
Yeah.
Or block these windows.
Yep.
Right? So to me, it's got to be some kind of a secrecy issue.
Yeah, it's really strange.
That to me is what makes the most sense.
I mean, again,
I don't know either.
There's a little corridor back there that goes kind of in that furthest back part.
That's weird.
And that's the closest point to where the spirits have told me that there's bodies in the parking lot. And maybe that's the reason, number one, why there's no windows. But that's also, that back corridor has a very bad feeling. That's probably the worst part of the basement, besides kind of the portal area. And maybe that does have something to do with those bodies being buried in the back. Again, I don't know what that would... I have no idea what that would mean. I'm just telling you what I was told via EVP recorders, spirit box, apps, everything. Everything is pointed to there being bodies in the back.
And you think that the energy here is definitely more on the negative, kind of like demonic side of things.
100%, yeah. It's not good. It's not anything good. I've never came here and walked away feeling like, oh, that was a cool haunting. No, it's always like, what the hell was that? It's always growls. It's always, I mean, earlier when I said that you get voices that kind of mimic religion, there was a time where Clayton and I, we got an EVP that said, F God. It was right there, and then a growl happened in real life. That was the first growl that we ever heard, and that actually happened right here on the stage. So, doesn't sound like anything good to me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that's, if something's growling at you, I don't think it's old man Jenkins as a spirit, you know what I mean? So.
And I think the thing you can't get across the camera is what you talked about earlier, is just how you feel.
Yeah.
So I mean, like down in the basement, you feel this feeling of dread.
Yeah.
So,
Did the light just flicker?
It did. I saw that.
It did.
It did. I've never seen that happen.
Like down in the basement, you feel this feeling of dread.
Yeah.
So, down in the basement, you feel this feeling of dread.
Yeah.
So, down in the basement, you feel this feeling of dread.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
click.
There's been stuff happening all throughout your interview.
Really?
Yeah, there's been like a little bit of movement back there, a couple taps back there.
You said that's an active area right back by the door.
That whole back walkway and then the entire basement is just not. It's weird. It's like the furthest extents of the building are the most. Isn't that weird? Like, it's not really the pew. You think of maybe just the pews, but it's not. It's the back corridor, the back stairs, and the front stairs.
Walking back there.
Yeah, and that's where I saw the creepy white deformed figure. But yeah, I mean, that's really, again, I haven't delved super deep into it. I've never filmed here. So I'm interested to see what you guys get, because you can probably confirm or not confirm, debunk some of the things that have happened to me.
I mean, you've definitely investigated here a few times, though, man. You got to give yourself some credit.
I have. You're right. See, in my mind, if it's on a live stream, it's not, because I'm not fully in it. That's a tornado siren. That'll happen every now and then. It's creepy. I forgot about that. That's
that
happened
just-
every time I've came here.
That's just a test.
Yeah, every time I've came here though, it's happened. I'm not. That's
Really?
That's
Yeah,
bizarre.
I have a TikTok on it. Project Fear responded to the TikTok.
What time is it?
Lex, what time is it?
Oh,
It's
so
9.
they do
Maybe it is.
at
Maybe it's at 9. You're right. Yeah. It's weird that they do it
Still.
every day. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
They do it every day.
I'm assuming so because it's happened every time I've come here. Every single
That would
time.
not make sense to do it every day.
That's what I'm. So I mean, if not, then it is the biggest
Yeah,
coincidence of all time
exactly.
because it's happened every time.
Yeah, I would highly doubt they do that every day.
Maybe it's the demon alarm.
Yeah, warning 9 p.m. the demons come out of the walls and stuff.
That's why we just saw the light flicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, on a live stream, I feel like I'm not fully in it, so it doesn't like count in my head. But you're right. I've investigated here probably 5 times. So.
Anything else?
Nope. I guess just good luck, and I hope you guys get what you're looking for. I guess.
Well, it sounds like we're going to.
Yeah, I like all the things you're saying.
Yeah.
I like that stuff, you know.
Yeah, we like
me
the
too.
darker hauntings.
Me too.
You know.
Me too. I completely agree.
And there's some cool hauntings, you know, like you were talking about. We had one at a hospital, remember that? It was kind of a happy haunting. Remember? The nurses came through and their patients were being taken care of. I can't remember where that was. Like, remember it was like, wow, that was really like all positive.
that was Harriman Hospital.
Yeah, Harriman Hospital. Yeah.
Harriman does have that vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Harriman is super cool.
Weird, yeah. It's
Yeah. That was the first place I ever was able to walk around by myself without anything because it didn't feel evil to me. It really didn't.
Well, shit. There you go. Good vibes.
all right.
Yeah.
Not here though.
Not here.
Not here though. Good. You know what? I hope you guys can prove everything I'm saying to you because I've gotten a lot of slack for it saying it at this location because it's a church. But I'm glad you're on the same page with me that churches can possibly be beacons for darker things because I 100% think that's what's going on here.
So, here we are. Jim Jones's church, everybody. How exciting of an opportunity is this? I've researched this story extensively, and I know the story like the back of my hand. There's something about Jonestown that has always called my name. I've wanted to go to Guyana for years to actually go to the Jonestown site. I've thought about doing a paranormal investigation there and how much energy would be there. But here in America, this is a very, very close, I don't want to say second, but it's a very similar type of location. Now, questions that we've been asking. Has there always been something evil here? Did something dark here that people are experiencing nowadays? Did that get into Jim Jones at a young age? Was that something that attached to him here and followed him? We've filmed in so many places of worship, former churches, former abbeys, former, any type of building like this where there used to be religion. And 9 times out of 10, when religion and love and this sort of light leaves a place, something dark comes in to fill the void. And that's what everybody that's investigated here for the most part has claimed to experience here. Something dark that wants to harm people and attack people. I'm getting a chill right now, weirdly enough.
Oh, yeah. Was it back here?
What the fuck?
Was it in the corner?
It was like scratching.
Yeah, it was.
Well, that's not creepy at all. Oh, there's movement. Oh, it's coming alive, dude. So, anyways, y'all, we're gonna hop straight into this one. The warning's real. There's some real horror stories. I'm getting goosebumps, actually, dude.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some things set up, REM pods. We've got some different fish bobs set up that can knock them over. Starting to feel a little something already. The place, though, downstairs especially, is creepy. I'm old enough to remember that. I remember watching on TV. I think it was Senator, or was it Senator Ryan, or you'll look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember him getting off the plane and just images in my head, But yeah, think about all those people that drank that arsenic-laced Kool-Aid. It's a famous, obviously, story. So to be where he started and to hear some of the things, by the way, that he had done, right? He never got into that. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Kind of pestering people here.
Pestering, and what did he do? Just animals, or
he was like cutting people around here,
and stuff,
trying to hurt people.
Never heard that until now. But so yeah, the guy, a very complicated character, obviously, famous story. So it's just weird being where he was. Yeah, I mean it's a weird vibe. So yeah, I'm ready. Once again.
And a demonic presence in here.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Yeah, we had the first part of the interview, as you guys will see, where there was a kind of a little different spin. And then the second interviewer had a kind of obviously a fully different spin. So
I don't know though. Dan's first interview, everything he was talking about was like negative.
Yeah,
Riding
true.
Kittle, pushing people down the stairs.
Very true.
Seeing the ghosts of Jim Jones.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think he started, like, hey, let's talk about the good things, right? And then when you say that, it's like, and he might not even realize it. He started talking about negative things.
Yeah,
and so you're right.
Pushing down the stairs is like
pushing down the
good.
stairs.
Oh, you feel that?
Yeah,
it was like a gust of cold air that just came through here.
Look at my. Oh, dude, look at my. Can you see that? Look at the hairs on my. You should be able to see the goose.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh. I think it's like time to start. Investigate.
Right when we talked about the bad things 2 times that happened during this intro. Fucking creepy. It's like scratching around here.
I think we kind of sit for a bit after this and listen.
All right.
Okay.
What is this?
Turn the lights on. The REM pod hit twice, and now the proximity meter, and the bell went off when we left. When you're in the bathroom.
Well, luckily that camera got it. Look it. That static, both these statics were rolling.
Yeah.
Look, dude. What the?
Jesus, dude, you gotta take a shit. Holy crap.
Oh. Lights on.
Do you like the lights on?
Oh, it left.
Maybe they're, like the lights on.
That's trippy, dude.
If you like the lights on, can you ring the bell?
Anywhere. Kitchen, Bernice, anywhere.
Kitchen, downstairs.
Oh, shit.
If you like the lights on, can you ring that bell? It's not going to hurt you. Just touch it.
Figure. Hello? So the moment we stopped rolling on all of our main cameras and flipped the lights on here so that we could use the restroom and find where we were, this REM pod hit. The proximity meter, somebody walked in front of it, and the bell rang all of a sudden. So I don't know if they enjoyed the lights being turned on or what. Can you give me a sign that you're here? Like, open or shut one of the doors, please? It's okay. You can cause a little trouble. God will let you cause some trouble just once. So, the bell just went off and this proximity meter's on. That means there's a spirit, if that's like really reading, right here. I'm walking up to it. Goodbye. Who's standing right here? Can you shake my hand? It's okay. Bell went off. You don't need to back away. Here you go.
Are you over in the corner? Yeah. The music box was just going off over here. This is a very active corner over there. Are you... There we go. There we go. Can you turn the light on over there? Or knock that ball off the door I've got sitting up there?
All right. To anybody here who might be in this church building right now, specifically Jim Jones, James Jones, or the demon thing, we want you to come out tonight and speak with us. We don't mean harm. We're not going to hurt you. We just really want to talk, and you can feel as comfortable as possible doing anything and everything tonight to just show us that you're here. My name's Colin.
My name's Jeff.
And, all rise, please. We come here today to worship our Savior, Jesus Christ. Only through Jesus can you be saved. And God's light shines through all of us. Even the dark, the downtrodden, and the lowly. All of you are invited to come worship with us. And anyone and everyone is welcome to take a seat at the same table at which we sit. So come on down. Let me tell you about God. I was a bit of a reject before, and I faltered in my ways. I let sin rule my life. I was drinking way too much. And then, eventually through a connection with the higher power, I found God. And God saved me and made me who I am. Anybody is welcome to come accept God. Especially here in this church building. Welcome.
You had a big hit on the paralight here when you were talking. Went all the way to the top. Sit here. Try to. If you're over in that corner, can you please do something else? Let us know you're there. That was a big movement over there. Can you do that again, please?
No.
Can you move something over there, please, again? I heard you.
First of all, somebody's here. Can you tell us your name?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Knocks.
Hearing that. What? You're not listening. There's like...
And this said knocks. Were you hearing it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so then right when you were talking is when the knocks happened.
Yeah.
That's why
Yes.
I told you. Like, you
Yes.
didn't hear it because you were
Yes.
oh, I just saw.
This just said 1950s.
Okay.
Isn't that when Jim Jones was here?
Well, probably when he was a kid. I mean,
Yes.
Is Jim Jones with us in the building? Look, this is weird. When I got out of rehab,
yeah.
I was just talking about that. I set an alarm every night to pray before I went. Oh, right there. Before I went to bed.
Again, when you say pray, that thing hits.
Before I went to bed, I set an alarm, and look at. I just got the notification on my phone. Pray.
Really?
At 10:25 p.m. It's time to leave. Who is with us right now? Is Jim Jones with us in the building? Yes. Who is here with us right now? This said Bernadette, too.
Can you please come in to the sanctuary and talk to us, please? Wherever you're at, you're welcome to come here.
Dude.
Good or bad?
Dude.
What?
Butterflies. My rehab.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that weird?
Weird.
I literally, guys, I got this tattoo after rehab because I felt like I connected with God through this. And look at
I think
God right here on my hand. That's my tattoo. Is God. I got that done. Then I got my 777 angel numbers and my butterfly.
Jeez.
And I started talking about rehab up there, and then my rehab notification came in, and then butterflies, which was my main takeaway from rehab.
Yeah. Wow, that's freaky.
That's really, dude, that's actually so,
And that's the only time that the paralight has hit. Yeah, something moved back there. That was like a shuffle. Oh, there's not. Who's with us right now? Where are you?
This said Annie.
I know.
On here.
Just thinking.
So right here we have one of the most bizarre pieces of evidence that we didn't put together at the time. The very last person to die in the Jonestown massacre was named Anne Elizabeth Moore, or Annie. And unlike all the other people that day, Annie didn't die from the poison. She life with a pistol. Annie was actually found in the cabin of Jim Jones. She was one of the most prominent people in Jonestown. And she left a lengthy note, if you know what I'm saying, and in that note, she wrote extensively about the virtues of Jim Jones and the beauties of Jonestown. What a beautiful place this was, she wrote, noting the care for the children and the seniors. And the last line that she wrote, "We died because you would not let us live in peace." Annie, like I said, was one of only 2 people to die from a gunshot wound in the massacre, out of the more than 900. The other one, Reverend Jim Jones himself. Was this a reference to Jonestown? I don't know. I still don't know, but we didn't connect the dots at the time, unfortunately.
There's something moving back there. Oh my God. That scared me.
I gotta tell you, dude, it is really creepy in here.
It's more than that.
Oh my god, all my hair is on end.
I can see how the basement's gonna be.
Yeah. You know what's really creepy? Is it keeps sounding like something's like crawling on the ceiling. Joyfulness. Is there a demon in this building?
Why don't you show yourself to us, if you would? Show us where you live, where you're at. Give us a sign.
Is there a demon in here? Perhaps.
So perhaps.
Old times. Man, there's some really unsettling energy in here. It's weird because one of the first things it said was knocks, and we keep hearing knocks.
Can you knock back to me like this? Again, can you try to knock like this?
Apparition.
Oh, yeah.
It's freaky. It's actually like the temp is like dropping actively right now. I don't know, man. There's like something legit, like really freaky in here. You know, like that feeling where you're just like on edge.
I keep feeling I see something back here. That's why I keep thinking like I'm seeing something, but
Dude, someone's right here.
oh, okay.
All right. Can you tell us your name? The person that just walked up here?
Can you come and sit on the pew with us? Or on the seat, I should say. Oh, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. Something kicked underneath me.
I think that was me knocking with my elbow.
Really? Oh,
But dude,
that scared the shit out of me.
who just walked up? Paul. Christian name.
Damn, that.
Who is Paul? Who is Paul?
Anyone that's here, you're welcome to come forward and let us know you're here by doing anything. Knocking, touch us, hit one of these lights, the bell, anything.
Brother.
I was going to say, who's Paul?
Brother Paul?
Brother Well.
All right, I do have to say though, Brother Paul's is what Frank Sheldon created on Fox Island.
Really?
Yeah, Brother Paul's Fake Christian Boys Mission.
That's the name of it?
Brother Paul's Wave. Bram Wave. Yeah, Brother Paul's was the organization that they were young boys and pimping them out to through. Wave there, sir. Who is Brother Paul?
What was that? That was like a door.
running around.
Where at? Oh. That's why I'm pointing back here.
Oh, freaky. Thank you. Oh. Wow.
I got body chills.
It's all coming from back there, dude.
I have to pause the footage one more time to point something out that will blow your minds.
It's all coming from back there, dude. It's all coming from back there, dude.
I want to stop the footage here and point out what I believe to be an incredible piece of evidence. As you just saw in that footage, Jeff and I were clearly on edge, and we were hearing noises all around us in the church. But if you actually look at the footage, at about the exact moment that we hear some sort of a phantom noise, our paralight, which is an EMF meter, jumps up high, meaning that there was some sort of electromagnetic surge in the environment at about that exact moment when we heard the noise. So, was whatever made that noise emitting some sort of electrical signal? I don't really know, but this evidence will resurface later on in the video.
You can come in. Like something, remember banging boom? Yeah. The booms?
Man, I'm getting like evil vibes back here. Oh.
First time. First time.
Oh.
First time.
Captain. Oh, dude.
I'm kind of a little apprehensive about going downstairs for some reason. Like just...
Once again, just a few moments ago, I pointed out how the paralight, which detects EMF, spiked at the exact moment that we heard some sort of a phantom noise in the environment. Well, if you look in this footage, it does the same thing again. So is there a correlation between these noises and some sort of spiritual energy that's being emitted while these noises are being made? I don't know.
Who is the captain? Imagine if one of those doors just slammed shut.
I'd have to leave. No, we stayed right through that. That was creepy.
Dude, what?
What? What's it say?
Angry. I said, who's Paul, brother? Then I said, who's brother Paul? And then this device said, captain. And I said on here, who's the captain? And it said, Paul. Look at that. Who's the captain? Paul. Brother Paul, the captain.
Wow. I wonder if anybody had a nickname like the captain, you know? In the church. Sounds like they...
And then angry. Brother Paul! Captain! Are you here?
Can you knock one of the balls down that I have up on the walls back here? Show us you're here? I know you can do it.
Why are you angry, Captain Brother Paul? Fear. are you angry? Fear. He likes to scare people. Do you like when people are scared? Why are you angry? Betrayal.
Betrayal. That all sounds biblical. You know, like...
How were you betrayed?
Once again, at this moment, we captured another name which unfortunately went right over our heads, but had a disturbing relevancy to our investigation. Now, if you recall, over 900 people died in the Jonestown massacre in Guyana. And let me tell you, when I started looking through those names, I found some disturbing things. Remember how we just got Paul? Well, one of the children who died in the Jonestown massacre was known as William Paul Sean Billy Bush. Unfortunately, as you can see, Paul was just a child, and no lives were spared in this massacre, including the lives of children. There was another Paul who died though, Robert Brown Paul Jr. Unfortunately, he was 1 year old, just a baby, and they poisoned him. He doesn't even have a photo. There was also Rouletta Brown Paul, with the last name of Paul, who died in the massacre. Obviously, she was originally from the United States and moved down to Guyana to follow the movement of Jim Jones. But it doesn't end there. There were also a number of other people named Patricia Pauline, Pauline Groot, Paulette Karen, Agnes Pauline Jones, Pauline Louise Simon, Pauline Scott, and I'm sure many more. Just take a look at this. If you actually scroll through the names of the people who died, it's soul-crushing. Seeing all those names, seeing all those faces, it's hard to even believe that this happened in real life. But that was bizarre, right?
I keep feeling like there's going to be something back in the corner. I don't know why, but...
Are you back there in the corner?
Can you push the ball off the door? Use your energy, you can do it. Let us know you're here.
How were you betrayed? Silence.
Once again, we picked up a piece of evidence here that we didn't notice at the time that was extremely relevant to our investigation. One of the victims of the Jonestown massacre, named Catherine Dominic, was born in Victoria, Texas, which I found to be a pretty strange coincidence. And as you can see with Catherine, this group attracted people from all different backgrounds of all ages. And unfortunately, everybody met the same disturbing demise on that day. But there's also a young girl, just 8 years old, named Vicky Victoria Martin. She was just 8 years old when she died. Although she would have gone by the name Vicky, Victoria was her real name, and she was one of the youngest victims of the Jonestown massacre. So, once again, is this just a coincidence or something more?
Are you a human spirit? I get really bad vibes from up here. This room's pretty damn creepy though. Yeah. Can you try and knock again like this? Don't turn this off. Edith.
And if you thought the names stopped there, well, they didn't. When I searched the name Edith in the Jonestown documents, I was once again shocked. There was a 68-year-old woman named Edith Fredonia Delaney from Kansas. Born in 1909, she died along with all the others in Guyana, aged 68. Now, I know that there were a lot of names here, and this might be confirmation bias, but I have to say, it was pretty shocking to see all these pieces of evidence land and connect.
Can you slam a door for us somewhere? Really let us know you're here. Slam a door. Show us you can do it.
Go for it.
Close the door, please.
Jesus.
Really? Definitely lots of stuff related to church. Back out here.
Is Jim Jones here?
Just got like an uneasiness.
Abandoned. His parents did kind of abandon him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Jim Jones here? Yes.
Yes. Jim, can you come into the room by us and let us know you're in front of it?
Grace.
Again.
Another religious word.
And you know who I just had wrote, my mom called me today to tell me something about Grace, my niece.
Weird.
I'm not going to say what it was, but...
Jim, where are you? Can you show us?
Got a little bit of a headache.
North?
Right when you... Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was a big click.
North? North?
Come in the sanctuary, please. You can come in. You're welcome.
That's pretty weird, though. Right when I ask, where are you?
Yeah.
It says north. Does that mean that way?
Honestly,
And then security? Use the compass on your phone.
I've never done that.
That's north.
North, yeah. That's what I was thinking, because the street's going this way. Here's the front. So that's north. What did it ask for?
He said he's north.
Okay.
So behind you. Are you in one of those pews over there? Leave again.
Can you move or make a noise over here if you're sitting in these pews?
Jim, did you like church?
Please what?
Please don't go now, right when you got up.
Weird. No, I'm staying, but I'd like you to show me that you're here more definitively. Knock over one of the balls I have set up, turn on a light back there, slam a door. Please do that. We're here to talk to you. Need more of that, please. Something more definitive.
No. No. I said, did you like church? No. I didn't want to die.
Who are you? Why didn't you want to die? Tell us your name first, though.
Where's the demon at? People told us that there's this big, scary, evil demon in here, but you seem kind of weak. Bigotry. Bartender. Trees. Rodriguez. He said it was a Hispanic church.
It was.
Remember?
It said Rodriguez.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I actually have a. This one has a. Yeah. Should we try it?
That's fine.
Fundación? Foundation? Hola! Maybe this. I mean, who really knows when this demonic thing came to fruition? Maybe it remembers the Hispanic people? Maybe it came from that Hispanic church? Maybe it influenced Jim Jones? But this has a Spanish words mode, so. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mi nombre es Colin.
Me llamo Efe.
Titulo? Title?
¿Cómo se llama?
Imagination. Contron. Bibliotecas? Libraries? Or is that books? Look up the word bibliotecas. Yeah.
A library.
So I thought. There's a bunch of books right here. Perdidas? I don't know what these words are.
Show us where you are. Come and sit down. Play with one of the red lights. Into the lights.
So this said loss, certain loss.
Well, confession would be obviously very church-related, obviously.
Jim, did you feel like you needed to confess some sins when you were here? Ha ha.
goosebumps. My whole body. I don't know why. It's like I heard like steps behind you.
Right when I went over there, it said, ha ha. Chaos.
Show us you're here.
Oh, dude, that's so weird. This device said analyze, and this device a few seconds ago said analyzed. Who's here with us?
Territory.
There's that boom again.
Yeah. Territory. Do you not want us here? Is this your place? I was just in there. What was that? Was that your stomach? You didn't hear that just now?
I didn't.
What was that? Was that your stomach?
Oh.
What was that? Was that your stomach?
Oh.
Peace. Greed. You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm just a little anxious for some reason.
Yes.
Do you not want us here? Is this your place? Yes. This land is cursed.
That's what it said.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give us a knock, even 1 or 2 or 3 like this?
Do you like Jesus Christ? Prayer.
Prayer? Wow, that's weird.
Do you believe in God? Whoever this is?
Once.
Is it mainly over there?
Yeah.
Over there.
Yes. Do you believe in God? Once. Yours. The children play.
The toys up there.
So, do you believe in God?
No.
Do you believe in God? No.
Like no hits on the REM pods again. You know?
No.
And how some locations are so active with energy.
Do you believe in God? No. Infection.
Do you believe in the devil?
Wholeness. Trust me. We.
Potpourri of voices. What?
My name is James.
I just said that? No. Seriously?
My name is James. It was me. So, James Jones? Jim Jones? You're here with us?
I bet he went by James when I was younger.
Yeah. You hear that bang?
Yeah, I did. Just, yeah. There's actually over here a noise as well.
Yeah. You hear that bang?
Yeah, I did. Just, yeah. There's actually over here a noise as well. James, can you ring a bell? Touch one of the lights? Really let us know you're here?
Perhaps it's time to leave. It's dangerous. So, Jim Jones, you're here with us? Yes.
Jim, what did you use to poison the Kool-Aid with your followers? Tell us on one of these devices.
Jasper. I have a really bad headache in here.
That's what I have.
Knife. Someone in here has a knife? Dude, did you hear that?
Yes.
Who's right here? Move towards the noise? 8? Jim, if you want us to move in that direction towards the noise, can you make the noise again?
Dude, substance called Bumblebee Jasper has levels of arsenic are extremely high. You got Jasper, dangerous materials, Bumblebee Jasper. The color makes it a popular eye catcher. However, it has a dark secret. It's got an arsenic level 12,000 milligrams per kilogram. The lethal level in humans is 140 to 1,400. It's got 12,000 milligrams of arsenic. I mean, I think that's important because we asked, poison did you use? And it comes with the word Jasper.
Gemini, that's you.
I'm a Gemini. I am a Gemini. What do you need to know? What do you think about Geminis? Tell me your sign.
Should we go upstairs to the room with the sand?
Chatty, I heard that.
Revenge.
You're just talking about being chatty today.
Mm-hmm. Should we go upstairs? Give us a sign and we'll go up there. Dude. Hell. Revenge. Hell. How many religious words are we going to get? We've literally gotten like every single religious word. Pyramidine? Are you saying that hell is upstairs? Like there's something evil upstairs? Is that what you're saying? Secret, dude.
Are you thinking of what? Let's go up. I just got your light here.
Alright, let's go upstairs. We're gonna go upstairs now to the demon room. Or whatever that room. Noise. Upstairs. We're only gonna bring up the DR60 and then some fishing balls. We've still got all the devices set up in here. So you got a REM pod, bell, paralight, proximity meter.
Have a ball over on there, the door, a ball right up here on the piano. So we can check things when we come back.
And I'm just gonna leave this running.
Go. Okay.
I don't know. With the lights on, it's almost
a
little creepier. I don't it's a weird vibe once the lights were on.
Difference.
And then
Agreed.
And keep in mind, right when we turned the lights on, the REM pod started to hit and the bell went off and then the proximity meter. So I don't know if that like called them in or what.
Yeah, and when you went to the bathroom, remember?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That one off, the valve went off, the REM pod. And actually the proximity meter, you're right. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I don't want to try to get that picture of me.
Come on. Oh!
What happened?
Shh.
There's an odor.
Did you not hear that?
No, I didn't.
It was like,
I didn't hear that. No, I mean, jeez. I was concentrating on the camera.
you didn't hear that at all? It was like a,
No.
like from upstairs.
From upstairs?
Yes.
I did not know. I'm sorry.
Hello? It was like an actual, like.
Okay. Alright, we go.
Hell.
Jesus.
There's like a static charge up here on your skin.
Sand, that's right. Do you want to try this replicate the kelp?
Yeah. If you guys will remember, this sand, someone wrote the letters K-I and then something wrote L-L, so it spelled out kill. So what's a word we should ask it to finish? I don't think it should be the same word.
It could be evil. It could be
Evil, I like that.
like that, you know.
All right. Evie.
Wait, just Evie.
Yeah, we could. Or should I write evil?
I'd write EVI. See if I can fill in the word for us.
EVI.
Yeah, because
All right. Real quickly before we do our session, we heard there's a demon up here. Is that true or is that a lie?
Sure.
yeah. Me
It's a weird
Yeah.
squeak or
Yeah.
like a cry.
Yeah. Down there.
Yeah.
Static counts are going. Can you make a noise anywhere in the room here just to let us know you're here?
Was that you?
I can hear a creak.
Can you knock?
We have a couple little balls right here. I'm pointing at. Can you knock those over? Use your energy. I know you can. Or there's a balloon right here. Can you make that move?
Can you finish this? Alright, well, we came up here to do a DR60 session.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
You crack me up.
I have no idea why I get such a charge of that stuff.
I don't even think you realize you do those little things where you're like,
Okay.
It's endearing. It's funny.
Is that like bless your heart? Oh, bless your heart there, son.
Yeah, sure. Alright.
Move that damn balloon. Come on. Knock a ball over right in front of our eyes.
I just heard something downstairs. Make a scream. All right. Who's up here with us? Can you say your name?
Tell us what word we're trying to spell in the sand.
What did they used to use that sand for?
What is the name of your pastor that you followed over to Guyana?
Jim or James Jones? Do you believe in God?
If you're a demon and you seem upset from the past stories, make a noise like you're angry.
What happened to James or Jim Jones? Why did he turn evil?
What was the name of the poison used to spike the Kool-Aid that you drank that took your life?
It's creepy in here.
Yeah.
Hearing noises over there?
Yeah, over here. Right here.
I heard like the REM pod or something going off.
You got the static cams running, so.
So it turns out I did hear something downstairs, and our static cameras picked it up. I have no idea what that is. I don't know if it's some sort of electrical fluctuation. I'm not going to call it paranormal, but it's pretty crazy to see the light flicker and the REM pod get triggered at the exact same time. I have no explanation for this. You guys might in the comment section, and I'm sure you'll let me know, but it was pretty freaky to see.
Noises it's like something's walking around us. Let's hear it again.
There's somebody back there in the attic? There it is again.
No, I think that REM pod went off.
I don't know.
Or a ding. It might be
It could be the bell.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Either
a
way,
ding.
it's a ding. But I could think it might be a piano.
What the That's so creepy.
Four or five after questions, none of it. But
There's that ding again. I just heard another ding.
But I can definitely hear arsenic in that.
Me too.
If you listen to it with your headphone, it's arsenic.
Are you afraid of God?
Is God more powerful than you?
One more question. What word are we going to finish to write over there? Can you say it? Dude, it sounds like a voice. I just got the loudest ringing in my ears. Like super, you'll see it on that night shot. I was like, it sounded like it said, hey, Father. Right there. Dude, it sounds like it goes, hey, Father. Listen to that. Hey, Father. Listen. This room is.
You can do, I think, a little talk on that whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of the last word as well. Very last thing.
All right, we're about to head down to the basement. Is there anything else you want to say? Wish one of those balls would just. All right. Well. Do you see that line up there that kind of looks like a little L?
Wait a second.
Kind of looks like a little L. Weird enough.
Have to give it some time. Downstairs?
Downstairs. You know what?
That little room right when you walk by on the left.
Oh, yeah. Is it still recording? Oh, yeah, good.
Up there. Wall's still there.
Oh, maybe we got some.
Bird noise is definitely.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the bell.
Maybe it was the piano.
All right, guys. So, just did the DR60 upstairs. Something very angry. Something talking about Jim Jones. So many noises. But all night we've been kind of dreading going downstairs.
No.
But we're gonna go down now.
I think this is the worst part for sure, feel wise. So let's do it. I got already. My ears are getting blocked.
Oh my god! Holy shit, you got me, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. That gave me a hard. I'm gonna get your ass for that one, dude. Holy shit.
You guys have gotten me so many times.
You really got me
It's
on
a
that
scary
one.
down here.
God damn, man.
I did. Kind of like a, like a. But if like you walk back, I'm like, hey, Colin, come out here. Like no answer. And then I try to turn lights on. I can't. I have this static cam.
Yeah, that would be
back. Colin, where are you?
And I come down the stairs and I'm like, dude,
And
I
then-
told you to wait.
No,
I
then
haven't
you're
even been down here
Then
yet.
you're just standing in the corner. Your hair is hanging down. Dude, what's going on?
I think that would be a little creepy, yeah.
Just a little bit. Or the organ starts playing right now.
I think it's on.
No. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay, I think we're gonna burn our time to.
It's interesting that this thing works.
You can hear the keys moving more than the music.
I don't see like a turn up thing. Jeff! Say something like, oh my god, come over here.
Oh my god! I didn't quite get what you were. I thought you were gonna do it, then I'm gonna go.
I was like, what the hell?
I was thinking you were gonna play it, and I'm gonna go, oh my god.
Do it again.
Okay. Oh my god!
You know what I mean?
Hold on, don't let go.
Oh my god! Fuck it, I'm gonna turn it off.
People are gonna be like, if you put that on, you guys are not serious down here now. Yeah, it's real scary.
Alright guys, so to begin our investigation of this downstairs, Jeff is going to run an SLS. We're going to kind of walk room to room, doing a spirit box at the same time. So hopefully if we see something on the SLS, we can immediately try and contact it and figure something out about who it is. But it's creepy down here, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Real quick. Is there anybody down here? Ooh, I feel like we're not alone.
Yeah.
Alright, let's start our sweep.
Anybody that's here, this device will not hurt you. It's really just to show that you exist, to help, and don't be afraid. Please try to manifest yourself or show yourself to this.
Oh!
And them over there. That sounded like almost like a little bark or something. Like, oh. That was really loud.
Hello?
Actually, right after I asked them to show themselves. Listen, wait.
These rooms, straight up, these rooms down here feel like f***ing like prison cells. Like this walling in the windows is so strange.
Oh Okay, got one in this room. Hold on.
Keep filming.
It's on chairs.
Who is this? Whoever we just saw.
Can you come back?
Can you tell us your name?
Can you come back, please? Show us yourself. Thank you.
Jim Jones. I thought I
Oh
heard.
my God! Did you hear that? Yes.
Jim Jones.
Yeah. Wow. Ask.
Can you tell us your name? Is this Jim? Can you say your name more clearly, please? Kayla!
Oh my God! Perfect. Kayla, that's something.
Kayla, who are you? You're an angel, I heard. Who are you, Kayla? Can you tell us?
Still here.
Kayla, who are you?
Are you a student? Oh my gosh. Kayla, are you a student here? Were you a student here? Are you an adult? Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Just disappeared. Thank you for coming back. I think that was two different, obviously. Right? This
Is Jim Jones down here? Kayla, can you help us find him?
This is an active corner right here, whatever. It's not settled here. Thank you for showing yourself. Can you come back for us one more time? We'd like to ask you a few more questions.
1 second, I thought I heard.
It's back. It's back. Here it is. Oh,
Again?
yes. Look at it. Oh, do you see it?
Yes.
Again in the corner.
Who was that?
This is one of the first classroom, dude. Thank you for showing yourself. But can you tell us your name? Who showed up the last time?
Kayla again.
Kayla. Place.
Did you attend school here? Like Sunday school?
There might be a bunch, other rooms. We have other rooms.
I'm checking
Should we check another?
Thank you
Thank
for,
you.
I think, Kayla.
Is this a room? That they... classroom? Or?
I think so. This one's got carpet.
Yeah. You think it was?
Yeah. All right. To whoever's in here, you can talk to us if you'd like to and show up. We're looking for Jim Jones, if you know where he is. In the building.
I got one. Here. Quick. It's on the
All
box.
right. Who's sitting there in the boxes? Hi. Kayla again. I heard Kayla. Why are you down here? Can you tell us why? Whip chainsaw? Still here. Why are you down here? Seen something.
Is this Kayla still?
Kayla, did something happen to you down here in this basement?
Can't say it enough.
Did something happen to you down in this basement, Kayla?
It's like climbing on the box. Can you climb up on the box? Kayla, again, were you a student here? Or were you a teacher? What were you? Why are you here?
Kayla, do you know Jim Jones? I know him. Kayla, where is Jim Jones? Is he down here in this basement?
Kayla, how many people are down here with you? How many, please? They normally don't stick around this long.
So, who are you?
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Colin. What's the secret of this basement? There's obviously something bad that happened down here.
Help. Love him.
Do you see Jim Jones down here, Kayla? Is he down here?
Why are you stuck here? I'm stuck.
Oh, Kayla, do you want us to do something for you? To help you? What can we do to help you? Thank you for staying around so long. But Kayla, what happened to you? Why are you still here?
Are you being punished right now, Kayla?
In fact, could set this on a tripod. Just stay here.
Kayla, are you allowed to leave these rooms down here?
I've never had to say I gotta leave a figure, but my arms, I can't keep my camera up.
Kayla,
you know you can pass over to the light, right? Do you know that? If you want to leave, you can. Do you know what that place is called? Kayla, do you believe in God?
do you believe in God, Kayla?
You're hanging around. I think you need help.
She's doing good.
Kayla, do you know our name? One of our names?
What about Jim Jones? We're looking for Jim Jones. Can you go grab him for us and bring him over here?
No.
Jim?
Maybe call. Can you call Jim over here?
Evil.
Evil for sure. Okay, I think she's not happy here.
Do you know what Jim Jones did when he was an adult? $80 people.
80 people?
Jim. There's a lot of like Jim. Is there a demon in here, Kayla? Is there an evil, angry spirit in this building?
Kayla, is that what you're afraid of? A demon that lives here? Hallway.
It guards me. I love him.
Okay, what do we do? I've never crossed this bridge ever. Can you just leave? What should we do?
Someone's clearly sitting right here. Is there anything else you want to say to us, Kayla, about who you are before we move on to another room?
I'm sorry, but we have to leave. Oh, really? It's sad. We do have to leave, yes. Do you believe in God? No way.
Is there a demon here?
Maybe this isn't Kayla, I don't know. Of course. Okay, Kayla, I'm sorry I'm going to have to break with you here. You see that one last time?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to just go. You can follow us if you want, okay? Thanks for... Look at it, doesn't want... Look at this. Ugh.
Anything is
awesome. Gosh. Do we need to go where?
Let's check this room.
I can't believe how many. Chin up. Okay. What are you want to do? Oh, there's one right here.
Another?
Look at on top.
What
No.
the All right. Who's in this room? Can you tell us? You?
Oh, look at it. Quit it. Stop. Look at it.
It froze your screen.
It's frozen. Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, it froze my screen. Did you see that?
Yeah. Who did we just see?
Trippy, man. Look at it. It's freezing my screen here. Look at it. Kayla! Oh my God, again, Kayla. That was clear. Kayla! My screen is freezing in this room.
Film it.
Okay, watch it. Look, it's frozen. Look at how I move it.
Who's freezing his screen?
See? No, it's frozen right now. No, it just came back on.
Who's in here?
Oh, it's frozen.
Discharge. Massively.
Who's playing with my screen? I'm frozen. Frozen.
That's so weird, dude. Who's messing with us in here? It's so weird.
Wow. That was trippy. Look at.
Who's messing with that toy? Well, there's something weird in this room.
Yeah.
Let's go try one more room and see if it keeps freezing. Well, thank you to whoever's in here.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Did we do all the rooms? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right, let's walk
over this room and see what happens here. Okay, we're coming in. Anybody that's here? Oh, there's more. We're going
to the left. That's just the boiler room.
Oh shit, dude, we're back in the big place. Are we looking out
Let's check
here?
this room.
The whole room?
This one.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is the room I was thinking of. Okay. Oh shit.
What?
The screen's frozen.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Now it's open again. Look at.
Damn.
It's
what
freezing.
The hell? That's crazy. Actually.
Never have had that ever. In any place ever. Why is our screen freezing?
Who is freezing the screen?
And just so people know, I mean, we restarted, right?
Yeah, we retried it.
There's closing it out. It's closed out. Restart it again. Sorry, restart it again. Look at.
Who's freezing this computer?
Look, it froze right away. Look at there. It's frozen.
That's so weird.
Look at there now. It's just barely trying to come on. I mean, there's tons of power.
There goes.
Look at the batteries completely. Okay.
Well, since it kind of let us in here, should we do the Estes in here?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay,
Weird,
close
man.
it out. That's very strange. Kayla.
Hey everybody, it's Colin here. Thank you for watching today's video. Hello to all the new subscribers and hello to the rest of our beautiful, wonderful, spooky family. As you know, every single week here on the channel, we give away a free gift bag to one lucky viewer of the show. And this week, to enter the contest, all you have to do is like today's video, let's smash that like button, and comment Jim Jones in the comment section below. I'm going to give y'all 10 seconds to do this now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. So go comment. You can comment multiple times. It helps the video so much. But anyways, let's get back to today's video. Thank you for listening to my little spiel. I love you guys so much, and stay spooky.
Bought a brand new pair of Gansfield goggles, and the batteries, brand new batteries, just came from upstairs. Are dead. I'm not going to go upstairs again anymore. It's been too creepy down here. Okay.
It's very creepy down here, guys.
I'm in the spot.
I really want to speak with Jim, James, whoever, whatever name they called you back here, Jim Jones. Are you here?
Hey, bud.
Yeah, man. My name's Colin. You're
Speak.
Well?
Colin. Said Colin.
Yeah, that's my name. Can you say your name so I know it's you?
Is this an emergency?
No.
It kind of is, because we really need to talk to you.
Call me.
I'm trying to. Can you tell me your name?
You know.
Jim? Is this you? Can you say your name? There's a knock.
I wear boots.
Let me ask you, Jim, what do you remember about your time here? Was it fun? Did you learn a lot?
You know it.
I do know. Well, I heard that. But I've also heard some rumors that you kind of bullied some people. Is that true?
I'm trying to figure it out.
What?
We went there.
Where did you go?
I really don't get like on edge doing paranormal stuff anymore, but there's
All
like
together.
something behind me.
You went there all together.
Ooh. Very deep man's voice.
Are you talking about...
I'm constructive.
Are you talking about the trip you took later on in your life, Jim? To a foreign country?
That's a secret.
No, everybody knows about that.
Died.
I was about to say, yeah, over 900 people died because of you, Jim.
They did?
Yes, yeah, you did that. How old are you?
Let me ask that. How old are you? How old do you see yourself as right now?
Either it said 1970s or 70s.
So you see yourself as you were in the 1970s?
It said 1970.
I'm just imagining...
1970s.
I'm just imagining Jim Jones standing right here with his aviator glasses. What caused you to want to end the lives of those 900 plus people, Jim?
Prophecies. It's a prophecy.
You were told to do that, you feel like, in the Bible?
I'm a hero.
Well, a lot of people died, Jim. And nobody thinks that you're a hero anymore.
Oh, well.
This is actually crazy.
A few.
So, Jim, what caused you to go from somebody who loved the Bible and was living a great life to pure evil and darkness?
That's been reported.
Well,
It's a process.
People have talked about it, but they still don't really know why. Why did you turn so dark?
I know.
Was it something that started in this church?
God, there's so many voices. Demonic.
So you feel like something demonic came over you?
Man, there's somebody like...
No way, Jim. Friend or foe?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
It's
so creepy. Someone's definitely
Said
watching.
Jim clearly. He's still here.
Well, yeah, I'm talking to him right now, I think. So something...
Oh, a man just said yes.
So, Jim...
Yes? Almost like a question. Yes?
Jim, what do you remember about your times here at the church?
Do you remember the good times?
I taught this class.
You taught a class here?
I want to hold your hand.
All right, holding hands with Jim Jones. Didn't expect to do that one in my lifetime. It's actually cold on my fingertips.
Oh, he hurt a girl, like a girl. He hurt me.
Jim did? Is this Kayla? Kayla, did James Jones hurt you?
Close the door.
No, dude, this door's creeping me the hell out. Yeah, you can close that door if you want to. God, it's so creepy. Kayla.
Did you find us?
Yeah, we're the ones who just saw you, Kayla. Did Jim Jones hurt you?
All the time.
How so? Was it something that he would say to bully you?
He's an imposter.
That's true. A lot of people felt betrayed by him at the end. Did this happen when you guys were here at this church, Kayla?
It is. Right.
And what did he do?
Oh, there were bed sheets.
What do you mean by that? He was a liar. There were bed sheets.
That's true.
What do you mean, though? How did Jim hurt you?
Not a gentleman.
Is the young Jim Jones here? I don't know if there can be two different spirits of different ages. Either way, Jim, I want to know what you remember about this church.
He's a cop-out.
What do you remember about this church?
There were pets.
Like animals that people had?
I ate. Yeah?
Did you play with these pets? Oh, it's getting cold in here.
They were neat.
I just feel like there's someone like standing here. I really don't get uncomfortable during estices nowadays. This one, I'm like really uncomfortable.
You know who I am.
I know, you're Jim Jones.
Oh, ew. I can't even say what that was, but it said big like a rooster, but big C word.
Yeah.
He stopped.
So, it seems like people think that there's like an evil energy here, Jim. Did that affect you?
It's nice. Sounded kind of
No, it's not.
sarcastic.
It's really got me on edge. Did that energy affect you? Has it been here for a while?
At first.
So it's been here for a while. What is it? What is this energy?
Patient. Like English. Patiently.
It attached to you and then patiently waited for something?
Lives in a tree.
Oh, it said tree earlier. A tree around here? And what is it?
Watch out.
Well, I'm watching. What is this thing that attached to you? Can you say what it is?
It's Lucifer. Said a guy. It's Lucifer.
So, you basically went with the devil later in life. You let the devil win?
Oh, I'm feeling yucky. Ugh, after. Get him out.
Do you feel bad about what you did later in life, Jim?
Take him. Like he wants to get something out of here.
What do you mean? I mean, you do know that you killed...
This was the scene.
You killed over 900 people. You know that, right, Jim?
From all walks of life.
Yeah. People came from all over to support you, and you ended up forcing them all to unalive themselves.
Was it the end?
Yep, it was the end. The government...
I'm not guilty.
Well, you are. It's been proven.
Seen a forest? That has to do with the tree again?
Oh, that's weird because Guyana and Jonestown was in the first time putting that together. It was
We're
in the
all
forest.
surround you. We're all surrounded. We're all surrounded.
Like Jonestown is surrounded by trees, obviously. Are you saying that the evil energy came from trees? Like it surrounded Jonestown?
Different country. In the country.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Are you saying there was like evil in the forest?
It's heavy. It's dangerous.
But did that follow you from here? Did something attach to you
Oh,
here?
there's like some African music. Like bongo drums.
Did that energy follow you, Jim? From this building?
You have a sister?
Yes, I do.
Were you able to bring her?
Nope. It's just us two in here.
Did you hear the music?
I actually do have... I have, weirdly enough, one of your vinyl records at my house. So I have heard the music you guys made.
Did you pay cash?
No, I used credit to purchase it, actually. I don't really use cash.
You can say that. This is a woman voice.
Jim, I think that something negative attacked you, but I also think that evil people are a lot of times born with the propensity for evil, and you understand that. Why did you feel like everybody needed to follow you to death? What was your feeling? Why did you ask them that?
Are you asking?
Yes, I want to know why you made those people unalive themselves.
They jeopardized me.
This is insane. Like they were going to tell your secrets or
We
something?
left.
Well, you left your bodies, yes. But
Go to the light.
A lot of people were forced to do that. Do you feel regret at all?
Ugh. Yes, actually.
For what? What do you feel regret for?
I see it clearly.
What do you regret doing?
It's here.
What's here?
Ugh.
What's here?
He's Denzik? He's Denzik?
He's Denzik?
He's from nature.
Are you saying that evil tree demonic demon just came into this room?
It's green.
Ugh. What does it look like? It is way colder in here.
At night.
What does it look like?
It's a freak.
This is so creepy. I'm like, I don't even want to look over there. Did this thing follow you?
They were all allegations.
Did this green freak demon tree thing follow you around, Jim? Did it follow you?
Damn. Whew. There's a lot of voices.
Too Dude, it's dropped like 5 degrees in here. Is there anything else?
Be careful.
Is there anything else you want to share with me, Jim? You said you felt guilty, but you never said what you feel guilty for.
It's behind. No, it's right back. It's behind the back.
That's where I feel cold. You're saying that green demon's in here? All right, Jim, this is your last minute to say something.
You have to wait.
For what?
Let's get into it.
Tell me what you want to say.
Are you a leader?
Kind of. Why? Oh, God, I feel so uncomfortable, dude.
I'm the one. Hands on you.
Jim, do you have anything else left to say before I cut this off? We're almost done.
You as a parent.
Anything left?
You're going to feel the wrath. That's weird.
Do you feel guilty? I mean,
no.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just think of.
And where are you going?
You used to be.
Which way are you going?
You used to be such a cute, innocent.
I'm coming.
Boy, and now look at you. You've earned a place in hell for yourself.
Seek me out.
Here I am.
I've learned so much. Oh man. This is so f***ing loud. Oh, this thing is digging into my eye.
Man, that was crazy as hell.
Oh, really? Oh my God.
Every single response was adding up.
I'm like sick to my stomach.
Yeah, it's really creepy in here, man. According to Jim Jones, there's a creepy tree demon that's in the room right now.
A tree demon?
Yeah.
I remember saying tree.
Yeah, he said it's in here on your back, and I had just said I'm like freezing on my back. That's
weird.
Really creepy. Oh. It's like a really bad vibe in here right now.
I actually feel sick in here. Like I'm sick. I'm like sick to my stomach. Oh.
If the tree demon's in here, you want to do anything else?
The chills.
You want to slam that door like you talked about?
Wow. Oh. Damn, dude. That made me ill.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard something like a voice. Like a...
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
I'm kind of shaky.
It's really it's getting creepier by the second.
I'm actually shaky.
The Jim Jones Church. What an adventure that night was. I can tell you from personal experience, the energy inside of that building is unbelievably, indescribably dark. There's something there that didn't like us, that I'm sure doesn't like most people. But the real question of this video, the real question of this investigation is, did that energy affect Jim Jones? Those are questions that I always say I don't have answers to, especially tonight. How can we as humans begin to try to understand the pure evil of a man like Jim Jones? A man that would willingly force over 900 people to an early demise. I've pondered this many times on many dark, cold nights. And in fact, Courtney and I talk about these things every single week on our podcast, Murder in America. But evil is something that we won't really understand. And somebody can do the greatest things on earth, the best things before they die. But if they end their life with the final act stained in blood and violence, the deaths of children and adults and grandparents and more, I don't know. I think that energy that you leave behind definitely leaves a mark on this world. So what do you think's haunting the Jim Jones Church? After watching this video, do you think that it's Jim Jones himself? Do you think it's some sort of dark tree demon? I don't know what that was telling me at the end. Or do you think it's something else entirely different? I'll leave you guys on that to ponder tonight. Anyways, y'all, thank you for watching. Love you guys, and stay spooky.
Hello.